Hi, everybody. So, I'm just going to talk to you about my health behavior that I chose, what I learned from it, and the reasons or the roles this health behavior plays in my life. So, I hope you enjoy this little video slash PowerPoint, and feel free to leave me comments in the discussion board if you have any questions about anything I mentioned or any comments or concerns. And yeah, enjoy. All right, so like I just said in my intro video, the behavior I was trying to change was to eat healthier. That include choosing fruits and vegetables over things like carbs and starch, and also avoiding fast food restaurants. I logged my behavior by choosing the Weight Watchers app. I had previously purchased this in the beginning of this year, so it wasn't an added expense for me, but it is about $20 a month if you're interested. For some of you who are trying to lose weight, it is great. As I mentioned, towards the end of this semester and towards the end of this class, however, I did not do as well as I would have liked. So, a little bit about the Weight Watchers app. It can either be done simply all online through the app, or you can do a hybrid between all online and you can go to weekly meetings hosted at your local Weight Watchers setup or location, I guess, with people who work there or ambassadors, and they talk to you about how to eat right and what foods to choose and different recipes and give you all sorts of great ideas while also motivating you to stay on track. And the Weight Watchers app uses what they call points instead of like counting calories or fat or macros and micros or whatever for you health nuts. I don't really know. But so they determine how many points you get per day based on different things, different determinants like age, height, weight, and your gender. And they also determine how many points each food gets based on things such as fat, carbohydrates, how much fiber, and how much protein are within that specific food. What's nice about the Weight Watchers app is you can scan in certain foods. Let's say, like, I love coffee and I have to have coffee creamer. If I don't know how many points are in my coffee creamer, I can scan the barcode and it'll tell me how many points are in that creamer. And different people get a different point value each day. For instance, me as a female who at the start of my weight loss journey weighed about 210 and is 5'6" I got 24 points a day versus my brother who is 6'3" and about 330 pounds at the start of his weight loss journey. He got about 64 points a day or something like that. So it depends on how much you weigh. All those different factors determine how many points you get. You also get a certain amount of weekly remaining points, which are kind of like your reserves. They set those aside. They don't encourage you to use them every day. However, they do encourage you to use them because obviously Weight Watchers wants you to lose weight in a healthy way, and they don't want you to starve or not be nutritionally losing weight or doing it in a healthy manner. So I always tried to dive into those without overkill. But however, if you are eating unhealthy like I was, you are going to use them all up in like a day or two. So they try to discourage you to use those as instead of eating healthy is what I should be saying. So I'm going to call this slide my excuse slide because these are just all the reasons I came up with as to why I didn't follow through with my health behavior or my change in my health behavior. I like to just say that mainly it's because I have zero self-control when it comes to things, but also life gets in the way. It's the holiday season. I do not want to miss out on eating good holiday food because I'm trying to do something for a class or I'm trying to better myself. I know I should, but I don't feel I should have to. You know, everybody should enjoy a slice of cake every once in a while. As most of you, I don't know if you actually remember, but in the beginning of the class, I mentioned how I was moving or looking to move into a house for the first time with my significant other, and we did. And the house is a little dated, and so is the stove and oven, which means they don't work. So we've been eating off of cereal and microwavable foods for the last week and a half, and we've been going out to eat, which is definitely a contributing factor because I've gone over my point value every single time I've logged it in. But it's just something we have to deal with until we can afford to buy a new stove, oven, and um, other groceries that are not microwavable friendly. And it's the end of the semester and I stress eat. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I am stressed, I eat. I like to munch on things, and I don't binge or eat an unnecessary amount, but I'll have a snack or two, and I know it's not healthy, and that's contributing to why I didn't change my health behavior as much as I would have liked. All right, so this slide talks about what role does this behavior or eating healthy play in my life. So as I was growing up, I suffered from a lot of body image issues, given that society wants or expects everyone to look and be a certain way. I did not fit into those standards, therefore, I have always struggled with thinking that I was not good enough and my weight wasn't good enough. Um, I also suffer from a condition called hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is where your thyroid gland does not produce enough hormones to function at a normal level. And one of the symptoms for that is that it slows down your metabolism, making it way easier for me or someone who suffers to gain weight, whereas it is extremely difficult for someone to lose weight. That doesn't mean it's necessarily impossible. However, where someone could lose 10 pounds in 2 or 3 weeks, it might take me a lot longer to lose 10 pounds, or it might just, it just comes off in a different way and it takes a little bit longer, which is okay, but it's part of the reason why I try to maintain a healthy diet, because I don't want to constantly have to fight this uphill battle of trying to lose weight when I suffer from a condition like hypothyroidism. And also eating right is just good in general. It's good for you. It helps prevent or helps slow down the risk of handfuls of diseases. And for me personally, I have a family history of diseases like heart disease and diabetes and certain types of cancers that can be prevented or, I guess, subdued the risks if I just ate better every day and didn't stuff my face with potato chips and chose carrots instead. Like things like that that can be easily prevented. It's just good for anybody to do. It's good for anybody to eat right and try to exercise on a regular basis. And the last thing I'm going to say is just don't give up. I know that this behavior that we chose was only for a class, but I am going to try to hold myself accountable from now on, especially once we get some new appliances in this house, to eat a little better and to maintain a healthier diet. I know that I will have a partner in crime to help me do this, so I hope you can do this too. Just because the class is up and we are done with our behavior doesn't mean we have to give up entirely, but I hope you all have a great holiday season, and I hope you all have a great end of semester and a great holiday break, and thank you for watching this PowerPoint.